I am Joey Sturgis, and I am a musician, producer, engineer, audio nerd, and programmer. Gain reduction started out as a programming experiment to see if I could recreate my vocal sound in a single plugin. I've spent the last 10 years producing and mixing aggressive music, and it's taken me all of that time to figure out how to get the most out of a vocal in a mix. Even when you've got the perfect vocal take, there's like this whole other technical and creative side in how to make it sound like it's right in your face. The problem you face with a vocal sound like this is that it takes up a lot of inserts, and most of the in-the-box mixes, you need a lot of copies of the exact insert chain for when your vocals overlap or for your doubles. So this can really take up a lot of CPU power. By making this plugin, I was able to condense that exact chain of effects into just a single insert, while still retaining the character and aggressive sound that I get with my vocal mixing.
Joey's gain reduction plugin is really awesome. And what I really like about it is how simple it is to use. There are literally 3 knobs, and you flip them 1, 2, 3, and the vocal sounds great and sits right in the mix how it's supposed to. And when I shot it out against my normal go-to ITB vocal compression algorithm, you know, it replaces for me 4 different plugins I get to get that same effect. So it's less mouse clicks, a faster result, and, you know, sonically something that's easily on par, if not better, than what I'm already working with. So for me, it's a real winner.
Behind the scenes, I've taken a set of parameters and tweaked those for weeks on a lot of different mixes until I found what I felt was the sweet spot. Then I worked out a way to turn that into just a handful of creative controls that allow you to use your ears in a musical way instead of focusing on things like ratios and release timings. You're focusing on how aggressive you want the vocal to be and getting it right in the mix. When I finally had the chance to test this plugin and use it in my mixes, I realized I've needed this kind of plugin for a long time. It makes it very simple to just pop it on the inserts, dial in a sound, and in just a few seconds you're moving on to automating and moving with the song. When you run into a rough spot in your production, let's say a vocal's too roomy or something, you could just grab the slay knob, bring it down a little bit, and have it a less aggressive compression effect on the signal. And then when the vocalist is really digging into the vocal cords and you want a little more saturation, you can just grab the gain knob and automate that up for a little more grit.
I'm an engineer and a vocalist, and I've been doing both for a number of years. And I'm very familiar with the way that my own voice sounds recorded, especially through the chain that we use today, which is an SM7B through a Neve 1073. No EQ, no compression, just mic to a preamp. And we threw the plugin on the channel, and it was an immediate change for the better. It was awesome. It leveled out the vocal and it brought it right into the pocket of the mix without damaging it. It really takes the vocal from just feeling okay to being something that I would be more than happy putting into a final mix. And the cool thing about it is it's what Joey uses. It's not a gimmick. This is what he's using on his own tracks.
All right, here we go.
Lost your mind. No one could bring you back to life. This only adds to your suffering. Dead inside. I don't know how I will face myself again. I feel like I'm giving up on you, but I can't change you back. Someday, I'll come back for
you! The song is really only as strong as its delivery. And a strong delivery comes from a confident and passionate vocalist. Gain reduction helps you to capture and deliver that moment by giving you the creative tools you need to make that voice be heard.